So welcome to Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma City, right in the outskirts of Oklahoma City. This is where we're coming by today. As you can see, the planes here. It's a little museum outside. It's pretty hot over here, and I'm thinking, like, Bashgacha Pratis, I'm making my way across the United States of America. It's the first time I've ever done it. I've always had the desire to drive through the country. But there's, the Abish that directs our feet for certain things that are way beyond our understanding, much deeper than what we think and comprehend. The Darka Yechbot, a person has a mishakas to go cross country. Good, but it was COVID that inspired it because of my excuse not to go on a flight, which I'm still not comfortable with. But to go schlep across country must be a deeper reason. Avodas habirurim are over. Usually it's to do a birur, it's to elevate sparks of holiness. That's gone already. We've done it. The Rebbe said we finished already. So what could be possibly the meaning of this? Well, the Rebbe said we have to be Megala Mashiach across the whole world, and especially the United States of America, because we know that Bias Mashiach is totally not only in Yaakov but also in Eisav. It's a partnership. Yaakov and Eisav come together in that to bring it all together again. The birur of Olam Atohu, which is Esav's world, in Kalim the Tikkun. So by making all these videos and talking about Mashiach all across the country, and in today's Chumash and yesterday's Chumash, we're learning how, on the first time we're coming into Eretz Yisroel, we passed through the land of Eisav, and Moshe Rabbeinu asks Eisav for his participation, at least in allowing trespassing. But Eisav tells him no, and he says, you're going with your prayer, you're going with your words, with Koila Shel Yaakov, Akokla Yaakov. I'm going to come out with Yadanya De Eisav. I'm going to come out with my weapons. I'm going to come out with my arms, and I'm going to fight you. Now, as we're going into Eretz Yisroel, finally, this time, Eisav is going to participate, because we know that at that time we were only going to conquer the land of 7. We didn't conquer the land of the 3, which was discussed mamash in this chumash that we're learning today and yesterday, is Edom, Maayon, and Maayon, all 3 together, because they correspond to Keser, Chachma, and Bina. And at that time, or Chachma, Bina, Das, which Das and Keser is really the same Indian, because Das is the Pnimius, where Keser is Nizgala. In any case, it's the Keser, Chachma, Bina that was not yet rectifiable at that time. The time hasn't come, and the Eibishter says don't take it at that time, don't mess with them. But at this birur now, after the conclusion of this long and treacherous exile, we're ready to pick up Eisav as well, and Maayon and Maayon. Now we know, let's take a look at these names. Seir, Maayon, and Eisav is Edom, Maayon, and Maayon. Now we know from Eisav comes Amalek, and Amalek is called Reishis Goyim Amalek. They're the beginning because they correspond to Keser. Also Seir, which is the land of Eisav, means a here, because from Keser is so infinite and so beyond, the Orin Seif hasn't yet limited itself in any way. The Hamshacha can only come through a tiny little hair, like a hair coming from the brain. That's why that's Eisav. Maayon and Maayon. Maayon is father of father. Maayon, if you change around the letters, gets you the word Noyam. Noyam is pleasantness, which pleasantness is related to Bina, which Bina is the source of Tainug, of pleasure, because that's where Keser is Nizgala. In any case, Keser, Chachma, and Bina, that's the Hizgalas. Now, as we're standing in front of the United States Air Force, the United States Air Force has been a great ally to the Jewish people, to Eretz Yisrael, and so on and so forth. Just a few months ago, they took out the biggest enemy, Soleimani, and so we saw the miracles this year as Mashiach is coming. So this is the participation. So my drive through the country and making these videos, and hopefully being Megala Mashiach. Now it's no more about refining. It's no more about separating. It's about just these guys. I just found it interesting that last week I was in front of Mount Rushmore, and we gave this whole beer on Rushmore. Thoughts that came to my head as I came there, spoke about Mashiach, and right now it's in the news that President Trump is going to Mount Rushmore for July 4th. Who knows? Whatever the reasons are for these travels, but whatever it is, the main thing is that all these weapons and all this will be transformed, and the Rebbe said it has already been transformed for the usage of good things. It should all bring bracha and atzlacha and light and blessings, and only good, and we should make our transition to the Geula with Yaakov and Eisav together, b'chesed u'berachamim, without any more resistance. Everything should go smoothly, and may it be already now.